Good afternoon, all my wonderful subscribers and viewers. How is all of my amazing people doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing WWE Top 10 Rivals, Episode 10. And I could see a lot of y'all out there wondering, hey, Nikki D, you've done all these top 10 Rivals episodes, and you have the Fiend Lantern in the background. You have the Hurt Heel gloves in the background. Why haven't you done it on Bray Wyatt? Well, we've been saving that because tomorrow marks 1 year that Bray Wyatt has passed away. So here on the Nikki D channel, this is Bray Wyatt weekend. Today's episode is about the one, the only Bray Wyatt. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. Without further ado, let's get to number 10, Braun Strowman. As soon as Braun Strowman won the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 36, it was Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt, all systems go. These two went one-on-one in 3 separate occasions and went in a triple threat match in 1 separate occasion, at least in 2020. They went one-on-one at the Extreme Rules Horror Show in the Wyatt family swamp match, where it happened on the Wyatt family compound. They went one-on-one for the Universal Championship at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and they went one-on-one with The Fiend, Bray Wyatt facing Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam 2020, where The Fiend won the title for the second time, only held it for a week, which is what led to the Payback triple threat match, where Roman captured the belt. And Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman just had a great rivalry together. They had so much time in the Wyatt family, so there was a lot of story and depth to their rivalry. And yeah, Braun Strowman. Number 9, The Miz. The Miz and Bray Wyatt went at it in 2019, right after the Fiend won the Universal Championship. And they went at it at the 2019 TLC pay-per-view. And they also had a match one-on-one on the November 16th, 2020 edition of Monday Night Raw. This rivalry is most noted for when Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, had infiltrated The Miz's house, and The Miz went up to check on his baby daughter and found a Fiend doll in the bed with her. This rivalry went to extraordinary levels. That promo and segment alone proved how deep this rivalry between The Miz and Bray Wyatt really got. Number 8, Dean Ambrose. Even though The Fiend and Dean Ambrose didn't really go one-on-one, I do think Ambrose would have been a lot higher on this list if they had in recent years. But everything that happened between the Wyatt family and the Shield, you can incorporate into the Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose rivalry. I mean, we can't forget the boot camp match at Tribute of the Troops 2014, where these two went one-on-one in front of our nation's finest. And we also had the TLC match in 2014, where Bray Wyatt put Dean Ambrose through a table. We also had them go one-on-one at the July 2nd, 2015 edition of Friday Night SmackDown. So these two definitely have a lot of experience going one-on-one. 2014, 2015, this rivalry was hot, and in that time period, and that reasoning is the reason why it's on this list. Number 7, Finn Balor. SummerSlam 2019, when The Fiend made his debut, he squashed Finn Balor in 3 minutes and 25 seconds in astonishing fashion. We also had them go one-on-one on the August 14th, 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw, and SummerSlam 2017, 2 years before The Fiend's debut. Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor went one-on-one. I will admit there is one match in this rivalry that if they had would have put Finn Balor into the top 5 easily. If we had the demon version of Finn Balor versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt, this rivalry would have made it into the top 5. No questions asked about it. But still, these two knew how to put on a rivalry. They knew how to make each other look great. And at the end of the day, Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor was great. Number 6, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt broke onto the scene at relatively around the same time. The Shield broke onto the scene at Survivor Series at 2012, and the Wyatt family wasn't far behind them in 2013. And the Wyatt family and the Shield were going at it since they popped up on the scene. We saw glimpses of the Shield being dominant. We saw glimpses of the Wyatt family being dominant. And once people wanted the 6-man tag, the rivalry was on. No question about it. Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins went one-on-one at Great Balls of Fire in 2017. They also went one-on-one on the May 15, 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw. And even later on in 2019, when the Fiend targeted Seth Rollins burned down the Firelight Funhouse on Monday Night Raw. I will admit this rivalry would be higher if they didn't have the ending that they had for the Hell in a Cell match in 2019. I can't blame either performer. That's booking's fault. And we can't forget about when the Fiend won the Universal Championship in the This Match Can't Be Stopped for Any Reason Crown Jewel event in 2019. All in all, this rivalry was must watch. Number 5, Roman Reigns. And we cracked the top 5 by knocking out the Wyatt family rivalry. Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt really went at it for the entirety of when both men were on the roster. They went one-on-one on the September 28, 2015 edition of Raw. On the October 19, 2015 edition of Raw, they went one-on-one in a Hell in a Cell match at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in 2015. They went one-on-one on the February 5th, 2018 edition of Monday Night Raw. And we can't forget about Payback 2020 when Roman Reigns ended the 7-day title reign of the Fiend and Bray Wyatt at the Payback pay-per-view to start his tribal chief gimmick. I do acknowledge him, but at the same time, that I believe that is the last time these two went one-on-one. But every time they did, it was amazing. Number 4, Randy Orton. This rivalry is as old as about 2017, which is where it started. Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt went one-on-one at WrestleMania 33 for the WWE Championship, where Randy Orton came out victorious. Bray Wyatt held the belt for about 6 weeks after winning it at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. About 6 weeks prior. These two went one-on-one at the 2017 Payback pay-per-view, which is known as the House of Horrors match. And I've heard a lot of people here there. I enjoyed this match. I was happy to see this match go outside of the WWE arena and off the property and go see them fight somewhere else. We don't see that anymore in WWE too much. And we can't forget about the Firefly Inferno match at TLC in 2020, where Randy Orton had lit Bray Wyatt on fire in an Inferno match. And he was the Fiend in that match. And they concluded their rivalry at WrestleMania 37, where Randy Orton beat the Fiend. But still, all in all, this rivalry was great between these two. Number 3, The Undertaker. Whether it was the Wyatt family versus The Undertaker and Kane, known as the Brothers of Destruction, or it was Bray Wyatt going one-on-one with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 31, I absolutely loved it. Still, I will stand on the hill where The Undertaker is my all-time favorite WWE wrestler and Bray Wyatt is my all-time favorite WWE wrestler, tied for first. And so to see these two go one-on-one was one of the most amazing things I had ever seen out of either man's career. And it was honestly next level. And if we could go back and do it again, I would love to. But what these two men gave us when they got in the ring was just pure gold. Number 2, Daniel Bryan. Honestly, I really think it's a toss-up between number 2 and number 1 on this particular list. But Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt go all the way back to Tribute to the Troops 2013. These two also went one-on-one at the Royal Rumble in 2014. We had Daniel Bryan join the Wyatt family for a few weeks at one point before he ended up turning his back on Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family in that cage match. We had the Survivor Series match in 2019 for the Universal title when The Fiend won right after the Fiend winning the title from Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel. And we had the strap match. We can't forget about the infamous strap match at the 2020 Royal Rumble where these two men tore each other apart with the strap. And it was next level. Like, I loved it anytime I saw Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan go one-on-one because these two are just legends at what they do. Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan's rivalry was the second best rivalry, only to number 1, John Cena. Bray Wyatt and John Cena was one of the greatest rivalries I had ever seen in professional wrestling. When they went one-on-one at the Last Man Standing match at the Payback 2014 was a wonderful match. Honestly, these two beat the dog stuffing out of each other. I will say that much. And their match at WrestleMania 30, a lot of people, including John Cena, has come out and said maybe Bray Wyatt should have won that match. But we can't forget when Bray Wyatt did win the WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber, John Cena went into that match as champion. It was six people in this match. Cena was champion, and Bray Wyatt eliminated John Cena in this match. And the Firefly Funhouse match at WrestleMania 36 was arguably the best match of Bray Wyatt's career. Like, that match was a lot of fun to watch. It was fun for the eyes. It was a great match overall. A lot of skits in it, and it was great for somebody who liked the more cinematic view of WWE. But all of these wrapped up in a bow is the reason why John Cena is Bray Wyatt's greatest rival. And that was WWE Top 10 Rivals, Episode 10, featuring Bray Wyatt. And because it's Bray Wyatt weekend, you can also tune in tomorrow and I'll have my top 10 favorite Bray Wyatt matches. Sunday, I'm also going to have my top 10 favorite Bray Wyatt moments to celebrate Bray Wyatt weekend. Now, don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. I hope all of y'all wonderful people have an amazing weekend. I'm Nicky D. This is the Nicky D channel, and I will see all of y'all wonderful folks next time. Bye, y'all.